In 1977, the city of St. Paul welcomed a skinny, fairly bookish, and very lost young man to their community. I arrived here from Chicago, Illinois by way of Dartmouth College in Hamden, New Hampshire to start the St. Paul Police Academy on July 11th of 1977. And quite literally, from the day I drove into St. Paul to the day that I am going to leave office on June 15th, 2010, I have felt nothing but welcomed and accepted and loved by the community that I've so dearly loved to serve. Over the 33 years of my career, I have had the great fortune of meeting so many of you that I wanted to take this opportunity to say this final, not really a farewell, but I will see you soon in a different role today. Because quite literally, you have shaped my life probably more than any of you really even know. From, I think, my first day of the Academy meeting what truly are some of the great cops of this state and of this region and of this country. I have been blessed to have had great leaders and great mentors who have taught me what policing is all about, and it's about being of service. From Eddie Steenberg, who welcomed me to the Academy, to John McCabe, to Jim Sharmoli and Jim Fecky, to all of the 52 folks in the class of 77, service was what we were about, and service was the lessons that we learned. I remember very vividly being at Humboldt High School for graduation, and Mayor George Latimer giving a rather stirring, albeit abbreviated address to the class to tell us what our mission was. I've had great leaders, and over the years, whether it is George Latimer who hired me, Randy Kelly who appointed me as chief, or Chris Coleman, who I've happily served under for the last 4 years, St. Paul has really developed a great cadre of elected leaders that I'm very pleased to have been able to work for and that I've learned from each of them. But more than the elected leaders, it is the community that I serve that really has marked my life and marked my service. We are blessed in this city to have such phenomenal community partners. One of the areas that I didn't realize that I would probably get as involved with is in the religious community. And folks like Grant Abbott and Archbishop Harry Flynn, Father Kevin McDonough, on down to the God Squad with Reverend Spence and others who have done so much behind the scenes and in front to make this community great. You have touched my life, and you've touched me in a way that has led me towards service. Because of that lesson that we are primarily here to be of service, I have tried to live up to 4 values. The value of excellence, the value of empathy, value of ethics, and the value of education. I think that in the history of St. Paul, in my history with St. Paul, we have demonstrated how all of those values play in making a department that is committed to public service. Our commitment to excellence has really known no limits, whether it is having the finest canine unit in the country, the best SWAT team, the finest detectives, great technology, and great leadership. Excellence has been a hallmark of my time with this department. We really do live in what I call that inescapable network of mutuality that the Reverend Martin Luther King spoke about. What does affect one person in St. Paul does truly affect us all, because we are that close-knit community. Our values of ethics have been challenged over the years, but never lost sight of. And I have attempted, and I think we have succeeded in setting a very high ethical standard for this department. Part of what brought me to St. Paul was, in fact, the reputation of St. Paul as being a department where a person of good character would not just be of value, but could be of service. And then finally, my love of education is pretty well known, whether it's my undergraduate degree, graduate degree from St. Thomas, or my work with Metro State and St. Mary's and others. Education has been a vehicle that has propelled me into leadership, and I believe is the vehicle that will always propel great people forward. As I close out this chapter, I'm reminded of my favorite saying that I actually learned from George Latimer in one of those early leadership training classes. It's from Margaret Mead. It says that never doubt that a small group of committed individuals can change the world. In my 33 years of St. Paul, that truly is the message and the method and the mission. It has been bringing people together to help change the world, one block, one household, and one family at a time. I am, in closing, wanted to say one final thank you. It has been a wonderful, wonderful run, and I would not have missed one day of it. Thank you for the opportunity to serve, and God bless.